What's popping, G's? I'm back today with Ikarus, the free A that I've been optimizing for 20 pairs and gold. So it will be 21 assets and 3 set files plus the default one. So this EA is not time frame sensitive since it uses grid. So I recommend to use the 15M because it provides good amount of bars. So the tick quality will be at least 90%, will be very good. I always recommend at least 90%, it's enough. There's a lot of meats. You decide if you want to follow the 99% route or just go with whatever the broker is offering. The spread, that's also something that is it's more chaotic because with MT4 you have a fixed spread. So per my testing using event sense accounts and standard accounts, I get that 10 is a fixed spread. So you can use this ESN accounts or zero spreads, whatever. But for me, it's not worth because you're paying extra commissions for getting lower spreads when slippage is the biggest concern. And when you're a grid trader, sometimes slippage is not even an issue, or big spreads. Like if you are blowing your account for a 30 spread, it's because you are taking too much risk, not because the broker is trying to mess with you. You feel me? So per my testing, at 10 it's good. So I'm using 15M and 10 spread for these testings. So pretty much I'm gonna share the document. This is the intro of the EA that is pretty much summarize what the developer explains in the ForexFactory post. And then I have the process. It's a very, we could say, short EA inputs speaking. Let me show you more or less how it looks. Here I have it. So as you can see, it's small amounts of inputs. If you take out the magic number and the show forecast, it's even shorter or reduced. So here I have this step-by-step. Note, I always use show USD as a base. Why? Because of two reasons. It's the asset that I have more experience, or I consider myself a master of show USD for the past 5 years. And using 20 years of data, I've been able to understand more in depth that pair. And also because it's one of the hardest and most volatile assets in the world and history. So the idea is if it works with gold, it will work good with Forex pairs. And if it's not working with gold, it might work with pairs, you know? So here's the process. I go input by input using the explanation that the developer posted in the ForexFactory post. So as you can see, it uses different styles. So you can decide if you go for martingales, Fibonacci's, or I don't know if the Allenberg, he means like something like the Marty. But as you can see, he explains very basic and very simple how it works. And if you don't want it, you can disable it. So I go step by step. I try to get the best result. I recommend to go very simple. Just a deposit like 100K, because even with 7 accounts, the amount you need for these margins, it's very low, because with 1000 USD you're able to get this amount of deposit. So it's good to test just to know how much margin the EA will use, not only the risk. So as you can see, I track the total net profit and the max drawdown. Those are the two only factors that I care about, at least in the initial stage of every EA. So for the factor, just divide the total net profit versus the max drawdown. That's pretty much the cleanest indicator you have for how much the risk reward you have with this EA. So here I'm gonna leave this as a PDF. As you can see, I showing step by step how every change works. Note, this is only using 2024. Let me show you the range. Is 2024 01 to 2024 December 1st. Okay, I was not able to get to 2025 because when I started it was still 2024, so I'm lagging that month. But really nothing happened in the past days, so I don't feel like it's needed. The chaotic part of 2024 was the first 6 months, we could say, or between February and May, sorry. And then we had some moves in September and up to November when we had the elections. But I'm using those ranges, so it's very solid to use these 12 months. So you will have all these, and I will show you now the results pair by pair, but let me show you more or less how the EA trades. So you first will open an initial trade, the first trade, okay? It's a buy, for example, 2063 with a lot size of 0.01 that we can select it, I think. Yeah, we can select the minimum lot here. So this EA, what we'll do is waits for market conditions. It's, I think, based in the grid that we select or the style for the second order to trigger either Fibonacci or blah blah blah. Then could be time based, like starting at the beginning of a trading session or when certain price levels are reached, we will do something else. In this case, usually an EA will start counter trending. I myself have that style, but this EA is different and it's very interesting, not gonna lie. After the first buy, there are immediate sell trades, okay? So that means that it's not counter trending, it starts hedging. So if you start going against the trend, it will start opening trades in the direction of the drawdown of the first order. So as you can see, we open at 2063, it will open at 2062.91 and 2063.89, indicating that the EA might employ counter trending strategies. You can see, as explained, it opens trades against the current trend or expected price. This is evident because the first one is the one that is getting the drawdown. And here's the important part: by opening at opposite positions, it might be attempted to hedge against potential losses. And in some set files, you will see that the EA it's not closing when the tester finishes, but it ends positive with a big equity curve going up because it's holding the buys and also the initial positions in drawdown. So one good mitigation of risk that you can manually take with this EA is once the first drawdown, the first order takes the drawdown, you can close it if it's already opening the hedge positions, because it's very possible that the EA is going with the trend at that point if you take out the initial size or the initial lot. Also very recommended to use always 0.0 lot, because as you can see, this EA, this initial trade is just a trigger, meaning that that first order is the one that is telling the EA what's going on. So it's not the one that will have the weight of making money for you, but long term can hold you a lot of drawdown, because also if you're not closing that order in one day, remember swaps and commissions, well, at least the swaps are starting to accumulate. So very likely to have issues with that order if we keep open. Also, there's a possibility that the EA that you can mess the logic of the EA if you do that. So test it. We are testers, so you just need to test and find the sweet spots for the EA, you know? So once the counter trending starts, the price movement reaction. With counter trending, if the price continues to move against the trend, as mentioned, the EA will open more sell trades at potential lower prices, okay? So that means that here's triggering the grid strategy with martingale or the option that you select. Remember, we have, let me show you here. We have martingale, Fibonacci, and the Allenberg as options for the next lots to be triggered by grid and by multiplier. So take that in mind. However, there are also moments where the trades follow the trend as mentioned. So it means that you're opening both sides. So you're triggering progressions both sides. So it's interesting how it works. I really want to see how it performs live. I'm going to show you right now what pairs I'm going to test. So just to finish, after the initial trade, the lot size either remains at 0.01 or increases. The increase, as mentioned again, it's based in the option that you select, okay? If first order is a sell, the A will likely open buys if the price starts moving up significantly, or when it has drawdown, aiming to hedge or counter trend initial position loss. That's very smart by the developer. It's very interesting, and I think that can work. And here in the post, you will see a lot of comments. It's a very big post. I think it started in 2021, so there's a lot of sauce in there that I haven't checked. So there's a lot of possibilities that this can get better, or that using the EA plus the manual intervention of the user, it can get very good. I know that the developer suggests to keep withdrawing, okay? And that's one of the best risk management advice anyone can give you, okay? So an example, after a sell at 2064, this will be the entry 8 in the progression. Subsequent trades see lot size increases like a martingale, particularly when the price moves up, suggesting an attempt to manage or recover the drawdown by hedging, okay? So this means that you're not only contra trending, so it's an EA that will be positioning itself in different prices and different type of orders. So let's go real quick with the document. Here we have the list of the 21 pairs. As mentioned, I'm testing 2024 up to December, and as you can see, GU is a pair that is not performing, at least for the default or my 3 set files. Here with GU we can find very good progress with the last 2 set files, optimize 2 and optimize 3. We have a risk regard factor. As mentioned, it's a very simple formula. I just divide the total net profit versus the max drawdown, and if it's above 1, I feel you can work with it, but of course above 2 is very good. So I would recommend GU. Let's do this. What color is saucy? Like this one, for example. Yeah, let's leave it like here. For example, out USD, it's not showing potential. USD JPY either is not showing potential. USD SHIB not showing potential. USD CAD is struggling a lot. Euro UVP, not a single good one. Maybe with Euro UVP, but as you can see, you're risking almost the same that you're winning, so long term can be very dangerous. CAD JPY, it's not delivering the results. JVP JPY not. Outcut with the default set file, it's not bad because also the risk it's kind of low. So as you can see with GBP JPY, I'm getting, even with my set files, 9k draw. That's very big, so not suited for any environment. So Euro USD, also another one that it's trying to get the 1 but not getting there. Here in Optimize 2, as you can see, we reduce the risk but also the profit, but we're above 1, so might work. And here we have also SHIB JPY with above 1, it might work. And we have also NCD USD with 1.31 with the default set file, and NCD CAD showing potential with the default and the optimized one. And of course I couldn't make it work with Xiao USD. It was I spent time, like, developing these 3 set files was not quick, but also not easy, you know, because I had to understand first the logic based in what the developer provided and the backtesting results, and I was not able to make it work. And it makes sense because of the nature of the pair. So in brief summarize, let's keep in green the ones that at least provided 1 or above 1, because it's important also to understand that you need to observe and forward test in the MOI. I'm only providing the set files or a quick explanation of how the EA works and how it might perform in my point of view, but you still need to practice and check the EA. So in this case, we have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs that might work, because also another strategy that you can apply is, for example, GU and outcut. These 2, outcut will be like your key. There's a strategy called True Bantams where you use 3 assets and 2 assets are uncorrelated with the third one, meaning that once the 2 assets are holding drawdown, the other will be making profit, because naturally coins or pairs, or yeah, let's leave it as coins, they tend to hedge against each other. Because, for example, if USD is doing bad, it's probable that Euro or GU will do good. So you can apply the True Bantum strategy, because as you can see, we have a very diverse, at least some diverse pairs like Euro USD, SHIB JPY, and outcut are not, and especially this also NCD USD, are not common pairs for every strategy, so are very solid because also they're not very volatile. So I'm gonna save this Excel and the quick explanation of how I optimize the set files I have, and I'm gonna leave them in the Discord server so anyone can download them and start testing. Remember, this is not meant to you for just drop it in your account and make money. No, this is for us to keep testing and tracking the AIC is viable, if we can make it work, not to throw trash to the developer. He's sharing this for free. It's how he trades, so we just need to adapt to whatever he's providing. And if it's not working, we just move to another thing that we might think it has potential. So the next video will be Dark Venus. I also did the same 21 per testing. This has slight better results, so wait for the video. I'm gonna post it soon.